I'm gonna cut that out too. Hi, my name's Cam. Let me introduce you to the fellas. I've written down some intros for you guys, so let me know what you think. First up, we have Master of the Wispy Mustache and the only man to ever get sunburnt walking from the car to the house, Sean. Standing tall at 5'2", we have the newly titled and highly acclaimed King of the Simps, Jackson. Last but not least, we have Brad. Welcome to the channel. Basically, we're coming together to have a very, very intellectual conversation about certain topics. Obviously, we're a diverse range of guys. You can see we're all quite different.
Diverse?
Yeah, well, I mean...
We're all really white.
Alright, I'm gonna have to cut all that out. We definitely went off on a weird tangent there.
Was that the first topic?
Basically,
That's the best bit.
we're all obviously experts in everything to do with everything, so we can all agree on that. Today's topic, I think you guys will find very interesting, is we're talking about new technology, relatively groundbreaking technology. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I think is pretty interesting, and I want you to let me know if you think it's dumb or, you know, how you think it's going to shape the human race going forward. So this first one, right, it's called Hush Me. This is the dumbest one of the lot, but I don't know. Maybe you guys will think it's actually kind of clever. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Take a guess while it's playing here what you think the product is. Just take a guess. Yeah.
Surely it's just a way to put your phone on silent or something. I mean, it seems redundant though, because can't you just already do that?
I'm interested.
Yeah,
to
Is
see
it
what you
gonna
think.
be kind of like the what's that iPhone software you got now? How you can put it on Do Not Disturb? Is it like that?
Yeah, but
Nah.
even my phone can do that. And
I mean,
Nah,
'cause he's got an iPhone 4.
It's way more stupid than that.
So he puts it over his mouth and he can talk without interrupting people.
Dude, that's it.
Then he's hushed.
Look at how fucking goofy it is, though.
Wait, is it? Was I actually right?
Yeah, look. Wait,
Has he
wait.
yeah, that's sick.
Don't
They
get
have
me
one
wrong.
annoying friend. They just want to shut up. That's what they changes.
People taking phone calls in public is, super obnoxious and everything, but, surely putting a fucking, a huge thing over your mouth would be infinitely more embarrassing, right?
Are we gonna
feel
draw
weird.
more attention than the actual
I
phone
feel
call will?
weird, talking not on the phone, talking with AirPods in or a mic in. I already feel awkward doing that in public, let alone wearing fucking breathing apparatus.
Or just
people,
do what
people
people have
gonna
been
think
doing
you're
for
going
hundreds of
diving or
years.
something.
Just leave the room.
Although, pretty good for the COVID thing. It's like a face mask, but you can still talk
Hey.
to the voice.
And there's no way it's gonna be that quiet. It's gonna just be like,
Yeah,
and
see,
people are
that's
gonna
the
think you're getting kidnapped.
What I will say is it works at muffling your voice, but I feel like if you were to wear that, even if they don't know what you're saying, they're just going to assume that you're talking shit about them. Why else would you be
You have to
wearing
give
it?
them eye contact.
Yeah, or you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
exactly.
some secretive shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably gonna make people want to hear what you're saying even more, because you're like, oh shit, what's he talking about?
I
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
like to think the mic inside of it isn't all that great, so it's just explosively loud bullshit, air getting blown out, trying to talk into
Every
it.
breath. It's kind of like those I think it was you, Cam, telling me about those sunglasses, how they just vibrate on the top of your ear.
Yeah, see, that's actually a really cool one. I saw him at Dick Smith or whatever it is, JB Hi-Fi, and they're just normal sunglasses, but the arms are a little bit fatter than normal sunglasses, and they send vibrations through your ears without putting anything in them, and it sounds super clear. It's really, really good quality. Anyway, that was the dumbest one of the bunch. I thought it would be funny to show you guys that, because I was hoping at least one of you would actually want it or be in defense of it somehow. But I guess
You
everyone
think
just
very little of
unanimously. I mean, the jury was out with you, Brad, because you've got bad taste.
Whoa! Hey! Okay.
Heyo.
Not a robbery on the
I've
channel or
been
something.
laying into you a bit thick on this one, so I'm gonna keep that up. All right, so the next one is actually genuinely pretty cool, and it's the only other one that I'm going to show you on the stream, because I feel like you need to see it to believe it. It's pretty crazy. It's called haptic skin, right? What it does.
Getting dirty real quick in my mind.
Wait for it.
Dude.
Wait for it. It gets
So you got-
better. So you put it on, and basically it gives you the sensation of impulses from virtual reality games and stuff, but not just where that patch is. They designed it.
Ready Player One, how they got the suit and you can feel all this shit.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Is that the start of that?
Is you put the patch anywhere on your skin. So this guy's missing his arm, right? And what he's saying is, he can feel the fingers making contact with the beer cozy.
Yeah.
And their point is that they want to implement it in the long run, obviously, for not just amputees, but people for playing virtual reality. So you can feel like, you can interact with the game and actually have the sensations. And I think it's really interesting that when I think about like interacting and feeling stuff in a game, I would think you would have to wear something that physically touches your skin, But with this, you put it like on your arm and it still affects like other parts of the arm, which I think is just crazy.
Right, that would be game changing for VR. That would be so sick.
When I think about like cybernetic enhancements in the future, my one thing that I thought was kind of lame about it was I always imagined that like if you had a robot arm, it still wouldn't replicate like the feelings, But with this, what if that like, fixes that? That's kind of crazy.
I wonder if they can actually like replicate pain.
What?
Yeah, everyone else wants like robot limbs so they can like, punch through walls and shit, and you're just like, man, I could beat my dick so hard.
If you didn't have that sensation of touch though, you could potentially just crush it to nothing.
Yeah, squeeze it out.
Get a little malfunction.
That's the dream.
If they get that skin to work, first thing I'm gonna do, cut off their dicks. They're gonna put like 12-inch.
Perfect segue into the next one. This one you might have actually heard about. I know Brad's been talking about it, but the brain implants old Elon Musk has been talking about, basically inserting a very small like microchip into your actual skull that connects to your brain and sends neuro charges out.
Nerve link, dude.
Very
Sort
cool.
out online's coming, bro.
Because I remember reading like a really interesting thing. It was like the only limitation of people is literally like the ability how fast you can move your fingers, moving your mouse on the screen. So when you get the implant, it takes away that limitation and then it's like instantaneous, like knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, see, there's another good thing that Elon said on the podcast, which was like you can like recall like your childhood home or something. Like you can like imagine the front of it when you think about it. But you could never do it as good as like a camera, like looking at a photo. And he says there's no reason that we can't have that with the Neuralink and stuff like that. So that's pretty wild. That'll mean like everyone has that like what is it, photogenic memory? It's a different one, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be a whole conversation in itself, like all the things that it would open up to. But there's a couple of things that interested me. Like one of the main parts that a lot of people are like, well, the one major thing that could hold us back from immortality would be obviously the death of the universe, but also like the fact that your brain can only store so many memories. So at what point are you actually dead if your memories are just being replaced on a cycle? But I imagine with this, maybe it has the ability to increase memory capacity or something like that, or make it easier for us to access more memories. I don't know.
Does your brain really have like a limited capacity? Is that true?
Yeah, about 300 years worth is the maximum, really. Oh, actually, before I move on from that one, I want to know how you feel about the sketchiness of putting like a chip into your something that can like control your brain, basically. Like I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of guy. I'm skeptical, but I'm not like a conspiracy guy. But I mean, come on. Yeah.
Like what happens if you touch an electric fence? You just give it a little.
That's just like the same. That's like the same thing though, people with pacemakers.
Yeah.
And that's an electronic thing that's basically controlling your heart.
I feel like that's a main question though. Like that's obviously something they've got to think about. Like surely that's the first question they write on the whiteboard when they're trying to put it together. Like, how do we make it not kill people?
Like imagine half your day
is
spent with
as soon as
fucking...
the government gets their hands on it, they're gonna be like, how can we kill people with this?
Yeah.
Like
I'm more worried about fucking like McDonald's and Apple sending me advertisements to my brain and stuff, dude.
Right.
I feel like there's no way it could have an internet connection because that would be too dangerous.
How would you feel about AI reincarnation? It kind of flows on from the idea of like the neuro stuff, because the idea with AI reincarnation is that they would be able to store and replicate memories into an artificial intelligence system for dead people so that you can interact with your dead relatives and their personality would basically be built off of those stored memories. I mean,
But it could be like a comfort thing for some people.
I imagine that would be like the only thing, like cathartic and all that, but like technically it's not them. It's like a computer system that's just digging into stored memory from them. But I know it's kind of shady, but at the same time, I don't think it's all that different from like psychics saying that they're linking into your dead relatives and talking to you that way.
I feel like it would be kind of creepy though. I don't know. I
It'd
feel
be
like I'd
hella
be a
creepy.
bit uncomfortable talking to something that like answers how my mum would or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be too creepy.
I think it would be okay as like a once-off, but I don't think I could have them in my home like a Google Mini or something. That's weird, man.
Yeah, that's
Bro, yeah, you could get their like last minute fucking details of their life.
Oh,
That's
I don't know about that.
Like, did you see the light, at the end of the tunnel?
I reckon it would make some people go insane.
I don't know. There's people who genuinely believe that that's something they're capable of doing in the future, and that's exciting to me. That technology is like on the horizon, but at the same time, I don't know if that's the best use of that technology.
Dude, you could have one of those little
Dead
robo
relatives.
dogs. You could have one of those robo dogs with like your mum's consciousness in it. Just like walks around the house and shit.
Come here, you bitch.
Sit.
I knew you was a bitch, Mom.
All right, who wants to do the sign off for me?
Hey, what's up,
Gang
guys?
signs.
Back at it again. We'll see you next week.
Why would you say we're back at it again? I'll see you next week. Good enough. Like, subscribe, whatever.
Don't end it there.